One of the questions that I'm often asked is, Pam, how are you able to churn out so much content, do so much work inside of your business whilst raising two little children? Well, the truth is I actually only work a couple of hours a day in terms of active work. Now, one of the key ways that I'm able to do that is using a specific productivity tool. So in this video, I want to share with you one of my all-time favorite tools and exactly how I use it to build my business. Welcome back. So you know how running a business as an entrepreneur really is. Now, a lot of people think that as an entrepreneur, we are just, chilling in bed under the duvet and walking around the house in our pajamas and okay, there is some level of truth in that. But the truth of the matter is that as an entrepreneur, you are often working oftentimes harder than people who actually are in a job. Well, not necessarily harder, but in terms of more hours, you are putting in a lot more hours most of the time than someone else who's doing a 9 to 5. So I've been able to get my productivity all the way down, and I want to share with you some of the tools that has helped me to do that in a series of videos. So in this specific video, I'm talking all about one of my favorite productivity tools, and that is, of course, Trello. So if you know anything about Trello, you know it is such a simple tool to use. One of the reasons I love Trello is that it's easy to use. It's incredibly simple in terms of the user experience, and it is an awesome productivity tool that really helps you to track various areas of your business. So in a moment, I am going to jump on my laptop and show you one of our boards, but I wanted to share with you 7 boards that we use pretty much almost every single day inside of our business to help to keep it running. So the first board that I want to share with you inside of Trello, or rather talk about, is our team board. Now, this board, I go into this board every single day. In fact, every member of our team goes into this board every day. It is because of this board that I have been able to get my productivity down, or rather my active working time down to about 2 hours a day. And that is because inside of the team board, I load up in lists everything that needs to be done for the day. So say, for example, we have a promotion. We're promoting, an upcoming course, a webinar, or I'm running a challenge or anything like that. I go inside of the team board and I let my team know, number 1. And then number 2, I start to create lists of everything that needs to be done. But one of the key things that I do inside of this team board is that every member of my team has a color code. So I know that the orange color code belongs to this person and the yellow color code belongs to this person, and it just makes it just amazing to look on Trello and know that not only are the tasks that are required now automated, but I can look at all the various colors and see the array of colors, and every team member, they know that if this says orange, then it is your task to do. If this is yellow, then it is your task to do. And just like that, magically, the work gets done. But I'm not about to stop there. The next board that I wanted to talk about inside of Trello that I absolutely love is, of course, our client board. So every time we run a mastermind, even though we have our course platform where the actual course content is on, we actually also use Trello to support that. Now, I don't know about you and if you have courses or not, but the way we use this for clients is that when we have a live calls, our clients need some sort of way or a system or some sort of platform to access their live calls. That's separate from the course platform. Now, the reason I decided to separate the two is because I needed the courses to be evergreen, i.e. if you join one of my courses in January and somebody else joined in March or in April or at any time, they would receive the same piece of content. I didn't want the person who was joining in March to get the live recordings from January because, well, it has nothing to do with them. And of course, if I kept adding all the live content, it will be too big and way too overwhelming for my people. And we all know that overwhelm is the biggest killer of making money. Tweet that. So One of the things we do is, of course, separate the two. So when our clients jump on board, they have their course platform where they receive their courses and everything. Then they jump on a live call with myself or members of my team. And then, of course, they head into Trello, which then gives them access to live recordings. It's also such an amazing portal for them to use to drop in their assignments. Speaking of assignments, so we create lists for each person that's on the course. And this is just such an incredible way that I used to track, their productivity. I used to keep them accountable so they know that under their name, it needs to be growing every single week. So as soon as we have a live call and I've delivered the live call and the assignments, they know that by so and so date, your work needs to come in. They know that you don't email me that, you don't send it to me on, Facebook Messenger, and you certainly don't drop it inside of our Facebook group. You drop it inside of our private clients Trello board, where only those who are on that course have access to. So you can see how it is just amazing, and clients absolutely having just a private place where they can see what everybody else is working on, and it just spurs you on and gives you that additional sense of community that you can't really get anywhere else. So that is what our client board does for you. So the second and third boards that I want to talk about are actually my own private boards that nobody else has access to, just me. And so these boards are my productivity boards and, of course, my ideas board. Now, I don't know about you, but I have 1,000,001 ideas floating about at any one time. No kidding. One of the things that I've noticed about my clients, about myself, and about entrepreneurship in general is that we are so ideas rich that the quantity of ideas that we have is actually making us poor. Yes, that's right. Whoever knew that your ideas could be keeping you broke? That's right. A lot of people actually struggle to decide on which idea do I jump off, which idea do I execute on, which idea do I begin to actually build a business upon right at this moment. So I have my productivity board to keep me productive. So everything that I'm working on a personal level goes on my productivity board. But my ideas board is where I take everything that's inside of my head and I pop it right there onto my ideas board for a rainy day. And a rainy day can be next week, next year, or in the next 10 years. And if I'm being completely honest, everything that you guys see me do in terms of content, in terms of offers, in terms of the various businesses that we run, all of them come from the ideas board. So these two boards are my private boards and I couldn't do without them. So board number 5 that we have in Trello and use almost every day on the fly, and I absolutely love, is our social media content boards. Have you ever been scrolling through Facebook or Instagram or any other platform that you love to be on, and you see something and you're thinking, oh, that's really awesome, and it sparks some level of creativity or it gives you some ideas? Well, what I do is I screenshot that and I pop it right onto the social media board. Guess why? Because, on a rainy day, it could be a week or a month down the line, I'm thinking, oh, I ought to create some content about something and I need some fresh ideas to really help my content pop. Guess where I go? I go into our social media board and I look at all the various things that I had been popping on there in terms of ideas, and I grab something and I run with it. And that just keeps our content fresh and exciting for both ourselves and, of course, our audience. So board number 6 that we have and use inside of Trello is our member onboarding board. So I love this board. It is so slick. Now the member onboarding board is for our membership actually. One of the key things that we love to do inside of our membership is to welcome our members. We actually give welcome calls depending on what part of the world that they're in. But either way, we give them a welcome call or they receive a special welcome email. Not the normal type of email that you receive, but something that's a little bit unique and actually customized to them. So to do this, we have a simple workflow that good old Trello helps us to achieve. So I have another team member who is in charge of this board, and using an automation tool such as Zapier, what happens is that when somebody joins our membership, perhaps they've seen it via a Facebook ad or they have joined it via a funnel, when they join our membership, Zapier will then pop all of their details into Trello, and also send me an email and send another team member an email to let us know that Trello has been populated. Then what happens is that team member whose role it is to do this now goes into Trello on a specific day, looks at the various cards for all of the new members that we have now had inside of our membership, and starts to do welcome calls or send out welcome emails to them. That way our new clients and our new members feel extremely special, and they feel loved, and they don't feel like they're just a number inside of the membership, but they're actually loved, they're known, and we know exactly who they are. And without Trello, I wouldn't even know what to do. We wouldn't have this. So I absolutely loved Trello and Zapier for this reason. So that's it. That was all about Trello, my amazing productivity tool. Thank you so much. Now, before you go, I have a question for you. Drop in the comments and let me know, do you use Trello? Or rather, what is your favorite productivity tool? Let me know what it is. And what questions do you have? We are always looking to answer your questions because it gives us ideas of what type of content you actually want. I love creating content, but I only want to create content that you actually want to watch and that gives you value. So let me know in the comments, drop it right there because I read every single one of them. What type of content would you like us to create? What questions would you like me to answer? Let me know so that we can get that on schedule if enough people are asking. So let me know, what is your favorite productivity tool? Let me know in the comments so I can check it out and add it to one of my favorite tools. And of course, if you are watching this on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. You've got to subscribe and turn on the bell so that every time I create content, I put up a new video a couple of times a week so that you have access to that, and it gives you a ding dong and you can come along and get soaked in all the good content. Okay, love you all. Thank you so much for catching this. Take care. Bye. That the varsity, that's not the right word. We are so ideas rich that the vastness, what's the word? And it's incredibly simple in terms of the user. Okay, well, is it looking good so far, the light?
Yes, it's fine.
Okay, cool. For the next video.